camera, please. No time to unfocus.
We should be live. So I'm just going to share that on Twitter, and then we're going to get into the game.
God, I still have to get used to the new layout.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They really just need to get rid of the bloody ads.
Hmm?
They really need to get rid of that pre-roll ads.
Oh, yeah. If you're subbed, you don't get ads.
Yeah. I just hate, like, even if, like, you
Yeah.
accidentally have to refresh on, like, just like, why?
Oh, yeah, yes. What you do, if you need to depending on why you need to refresh, but...
Oh, the refresh player thingy, I guess.
Yeah, you just, like, pause and hit and start play on the video instead of refreshing the entire page. That's what I do all the time, because that way you don't have to worry about seeing ads. Generally, there are a few times where I've done that and seen an ad, but it's very rare. I'm pretty sure just like a glitch when that happens. But yeah.
Sure.
But anyway, we are live and on location in 3 separate locations with the Star Wars RPG back after 2+ months. I know other than prior to my stream on this past Monday, I hadn't streamed in just over 2 months. But I'm not. Or no, well, no. I think though my last stream before that was a Star Wars RPG stream. I was just gonna be like, because I was gonna be like, I'm not sure how long it's been since I did the Star Wars RPG, but I think that was Star Wars RPG. I think, or at least like the last or second last one. I just thought of a thing I forgot to do. I forgot to set my previous command to link to the Star Wars RPG videos on YouTube instead of like the Animal Crossing videos. I'm just going to turn the command off instead of changing it for now. Don't want to have to worry about that right now. Okay, so previously on the Star Wars RPG, Jacen and Kilo, along with Cherry's character, whose name I will remember in just a second, Theo. I remember I was...
We got mysteriously wounded in the period.
No, because remember we actually ended with him giving a reason for if he wasn't going to be there for the next session, which, despite it being 2 months later, he's still not there for the next session. But yeah, so our characters. And did you have any NPCs with you at the time?
No, I don't think
so. No, okay. Let me see. No, Alexander? Because according to this, what we did, like, the whole bar thing, Theo went gambling, then she followed Suspicious Guy, I followed her, and then I was followed by Theo and Alexander, according to
Okay. Okay, Alexander was still with you. I remembered he had been with you. I couldn't remember if he was still with you as of the end of the last session.
Let's see.
I have no memory of that.
Let's see. Okay, so
like Alexander Shear.
Okay, we got in the battle. Then it says Alexander fully healed and she was wounded. Then we had this old fan email thingy. Okay, so Alexander was probably still there because pretty much after that it was that.
Probably.
So presumably so far I can see he should still be there.
Okay. So yes, you had been investigating stuff. Trying to remember now. Let's. Yeah, because you had been. Do you remember exactly?
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, we were investigating how he got that ship.
Yes, that's right. You were trying to figure out how Roger Teleros had got a hold of that ship, and now you.
All,
Hmm?
all I have here is like Roger supposedly killed the captain and just took the ship.
Yeah. So now you're going to be trying to see if you could infiltrate his crew.
Oh, he's been infiltrating his people.
So.
What's our goal?
Your goal was to be. You're still trying to, because you were trying to learn, yeah, how he got his ship, and what his plans are, what he's up to. See, I remember kind of the basics of my idea for what's going on. I can't remember how much you learned last time. That's why I'm like trying to think here.
It's okay, neither can I, though.
See, I just don't want to be like accidentally giving you information you shouldn't have yet.
No, give us all the information.
Well, you see, his computer password is swordfish.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
No, so yeah, so you're trying to so you're going to be trying to infiltrate. Oh, right, because you had learned that he often hires like bounty hunters, assassins, thieves, so on, through like a dark web type thing. I think you had learned that, or something.
The dark version
Well,
of Craigslist.
yeah.
So you're going to be trying to trying to seek out jobs that seemed like they were from him or something.
I don't think we had much of a plan. I think our plan was just infiltrate, period. Like, I think that was about as far as we got, as far as plans go,
Okay.
as far as I remember.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start off with we're gonna say that, yeah, after whatever from last session, wait, you said somebody was injured or healed or?
She was, accordingly to my thing, still only healed to wounded because
Okay.
got knocked
Yeah,
out.
I'm wounded.
Okay, you're wounded. Okay.
And Alexander is fully healed. And so far, I know I'm not wounded.
Okay. So, basically, what I'm going to say is, went back to the ship, and which ship do you have again right now? The.
See. Okay, we have one ship that was broken. Because it got blown up.
Yeah.
But it was like. So. I don't know. It was like. So we probably have their ship that we took. Like one of. Let me see. Do I have anything like that? Written down. Let's see. Because I might not have separated those. Oh shit. Okay, we supposedly do have an Imperial ship because, like, 2-3 sessions before that, I just literally have set down Team Yoinks, 1 Imperial ship.
Yeah. Do you remember? You have written down what kind of ship? Because I think it was the one that was the landing vehicle when those they had those 3 landing vehicles to attack the government building on that one planet.
Yeah, it's probably one of those. I presume old ship means that other ship that with the hole in the door.
Yeah, that was the one that blew up. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing. That's right. Things happened. I remember now.
Okay, note to self. Start also noting down whatever ships we pick up or steal.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're
Start
going with the last
noting
ship we steal.
exactly what ships we take everywhere.
One point we're just gonna have like 4 players. Every player just has his own ship.
Yeah, because I think with the ship you currently have, I think I had told you the stats for it when you took it, but I think it was a ship I had made up myself, so I don't actually have them in the book, and I don't have them written down anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, that I don't have. That just, I mean, I wasn't flying before that fucking time.
But
Wow.
But I think that is the ship that you currently have. Well, but yeah. Anyway, so you return to your ship, and Theo goes off to do some shopping, and then
Seen again.
Hmm?
He was never seen again.
uh,
Those classic RPG things. They were never heard from again.
well, Cherry is hoping to come back to the RPG soon. He wasn't able to today, but he does want to come back to it soon. So, yeah. And, so then, Alexander puts together a, computer algorithm to search out jobs that seem likely to have come from Roger, because, a lot of the stuff on there all goes, with pseudonyms and all that kind of stuff, so you can't just look up Roger's account and take a job. But
If only.
Alexander put together a program to do that or whatever. While he's doing that, you might want to take care of Kilo's wounds.
Oh, can we? Is it still the same day? Or we just say it's now a different day or something?
Yeah, because I was incapacitated and then healed up to wounded. So can I actually?
Then,
I mean, presuming if we get to each other fly, I'm assuming some days on a pass, I could probably heal in between then.
let's see
I assume we're going
here.
somewhere.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I tried the force thing back then to just try a heal roll, but I think that failed.
yeah, and I mean, you could also try to seek out a back to tank,
Well, do we have a back to tank on this thing?
or you could wait the next day and try doing a healing roll,
Yeah.
just a natural healing roll.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Let's hang out for a day.
Take Alexander a bit of time to put together the program anyway.
Yeah.
So also maybe Theo will leave to go on a shopping trip also that same day, otherwise it's not like he's out shopping for a day. Out shopping for a day and presumed lost.
Yeah, he just forgot where we parked. Just wandering around aimlessly.
Oh, there's not where I parked my car.
Yeah.
It was also with Theo that he got left behind by Cal Joe, so this is just gonna become a running joke.
Good.
Okay.
I'm glad. Okay, so it's a strength roll, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Should do it
13.
actually. think.
Wounded. Yep, 13 you're fully healed.
Yay!
Okay.
Cool. I'll put it in my med kit.
And then Alexander's program gets a hit. Finds a job that's that is a bounty that's out on someone. It says dead or alive, preferably alive.
Oh.
Name: Thea Gallagher.
No, it says Calja Ove. No.
Okay, we'll take it.
No. It's for a it's for a Wookiee named I need a Wookiee name.
Well, it's a thing of Tarkatha.
No.
Which of our friends can we turn in?
I mean, would it be the first time one of our friends turns the other one in?
A Wookiee named Arkala.
How the hell do you write that?
Arkalla.
Okay.
And he was last seen on the planet. I think I've used that name before. On the planet. Grajan 5.
Okay. Let me just make something out of that and see where we're going. For now, I just have. I don't know. I don't know how to write it, so I just write it down like how I think it sounds.
Grayjin.
I can't write that fast.
Grayjin.
I feel I still got it wrong, but sure.
Well, it starts with.
That's all I got now.
It starts with the word gray.
I thought you.
Did I say J? I meant G.
Yeah. There we go.
I got it, but I don't know what you actually said. I heard G, but it might have just been my brain.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, getting reversed between what I mean to say J or G is definitely something that I do at times, just because they're very similar letters.
I have that with some like letters, but I don't know about that one. Anyway.
Yeah. So yes, which it's a planet that's only a like 3-day hyperspace jump from here. But also, if he knows that there's a bounty on him, he could be fleeing at any time. So, the sooner you get there, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm good. Well, I think Alexander was our pilot. I think that's why we have him. Am I wrong about that? Someone has got to be the pilot, and it's not me.
I was the one fucking flying last time.
What?
Were you? I don't remember that.
Yes, with my fucking 3D flying.
Because
Oh, nice.
Alexander Alexander had come with his ship, because his ship, remember, that can do the hyperspace from like within a gravity well, and because he had gone and dropped off your other character and picked up Kilo. I don't remember if that was to come to this planet, but I think that was to come to this planet even.
I don't know. I barely remember, but okay.
It was definitely at some point.
At some point.
I ain't flying.
Okay.
Well,
I'll fucking swim through space.
what are each of your astrogation skills?
3D.
2D plus 2.
And what are each of your starship piloting skills?
2D plus 2.
Well, Alexander does.
General, we need a pilot.
Well, Alexander does do the astrogation for you, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's not wanting to like leave his ship here, so one of you is still gonna have to do the piloting unless you want to go try finding somebody else
Yes.
to be your pilot. Okay.
Call the general. Like, yo, we need help. I mean, I could try it. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? You know.
Okay. Roll your piloting to take off.
It's time to crash.
12.
I mean,
it's a bit of a bumpy takeoff, but you know, you take off, no damage, no like, you know, taking off from a planet isn't that difficult.
True.
So,
you know, I'm saving the fireworks for the landing.
So you get up into space, put in the coordinates that or calculations that Alexander put together for you, and make the jump. And then after I said 3 days, after 3 days, are you doing anything on the ship during those 3 days?
I don't think so.
Okay. After 3 days, you come out of hyperspace above the planet Graygen 5. And, yeah. What you know of this planet, it's a generally, like, cold planet. It's not like it's not like Hoth cold, but like it's definitely a lot of ice and snow, but like, you know, kind of in the like -10 Celsius average temperatures. Do you Kilo, do you need a Fahrenheit?
That's fine.
Okay.
Gideon, generate some codes.
And yeah, there's a lot of cities on the planet and such. It is a highly civilized planet and such, cities and all that and such. And the information on Arcala is that he was seen in the capital city, coincidentally, which is just called Capital City.
Oh, nice.
It's definitely a cultural thing, and not just me being bad with names.
Oh no.
Wait. How? What?
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 What do I write down specifically?
Capital City.
It's literally just called Capital City. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, Why wouldn't you
For
name?
a moment, I thought I missed something. Like, okay, capital city with what name?
Because why would you bother giving your city a different name when capital city is a perfectly good description?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to make a comment, but then I'm like, oh wait, I was about to make a comment about the name of my city and the reason for its name, but I'm like, oh wait, I tend to avoid saying which city I live in online.
No, dox yourself.
The thing is, there is enough information online to figure out what city I live in, but it's.
There we go.
I feel that.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say where the information is, but somebody who wanted to could easily figure out what city I live in.
So I just noted that. I was like, capital city of Gradient 5. Capital city. No, this is not a joke. This is part of their culture.
Okay. So yeah. So, want to go bring in for a landing outside the city, inside the city?
Wherever it's as easy as possible.
If there's just a like enormous field,
Yeah,
it's just
perfect.
completely empty and flat.
Yeah. There is a spaceport in the city, like on the edge of the city. Yeah. So if you want to bring it in for a landing,
Hey, another 12.
12. Yeah. So go down through the atmosphere again, like a bit bumpy, a bit of turbulence, but nothing too bad. Go in, land. Kind of hear like the landing gear kind of creak as you land, like you didn't quite do it properly, but there doesn't seem to be any actual damage. No warning lights flashing. Other than the one light that's always flashing and you just ignore it all the time anyway, just like on a car. No. And yeah. So so the information on our call is that basically the information that had been given is that he is he is dangerous. He's good in a fight and such. It didn't give information on why there's a bounty on him. And
they were bringing him.
Basically, the job said that basically what you do is once if you catch him, you then do a reply to the job, and then you'll get further information on where to bring him after. Yeah, and the place he was last seen was a bar because, of course.
I'm assuming the bar is just called Bar.
Oh, please be.
No. The bar actually has a name.
Its name.
No, it's the Screaming Minoc.
Alright.
Sounds more like a sex club than a bar, but you know.
You have a lot of experience?
I don't know, just better screaming.
Okay. So
I guess we're gonna head to the bar.
Okay.
I guess so.
Okay. So you go in, you look around, it's evening, so the bar is reasonably busy, reasonably full. You look around. You do see a lot of people, including 3 Wookiees. None of them look to be Arcala.
Or one of them my Wookiee friends.
No, none of them are any Wookiees that you know.
Okay, thank God. Plot twist. I don't know them, but they have heard of it. It's gonna happen. Watch it happen. I'm calling it.
Okay.
I'm just a known bad celebrity between all the Wookiees now.
Just paranoid about every Wookiee you see now.
I don't know. I'm gonna just go around and sense, see where can find him that way.
Okay, roll me. You're just seeing if you can sense him. 8. You do not sense him in the bar.
I tried. Just keep on trying till I find him. I just want to start looking like I'm having a stroke.
How do you use your sense ability that you're looking like you're having a stroke?
No, at that moment, it just it uses it so much that it just gets too much to handle, so to speak. Too much that makes sense.
Okay. I suppose.
I just collapse.
He's just thinking way too hard.
Me thinking? When did this not ever happen?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, do you want to go talk to some Wookiees?
No. I ain't talking to any Wookiees. I'm avoiding that shit.
The only one in the party that knows Wookiee does not want to talk to Wookiees ever.
I mean, I can be. I can listen. I'm not talking. I'll just constantly what is it? Mind translate to whoever's talking.
One
I
second.
mean, presumably we don't have any other options, so sure, we'll go talk to some Wookiees.
I mean, we could talk to people that aren't Wookiees if you really want. I don't know.
I mean, we could talk to the barkeeper first. I mean, he sees all the people all day, so he might know.
That's fair.
The barkeeper's also Wookiees.
No, the bar.
Actually, looking around, everyone's a Wookiee. You are also a Wookiee.
Perfect.
Then John was the Wookiee. Okay.
It's actually just a nightmare. You're dreaming.
It's been a little while since I've done one of those weird sessions with y'all being in a dream or a weird forced place or something.
True.
So yeah, the bartender is a Twi'lek.
I love Twi'leks.
Alright. Did you have a plan, sir?
I'm just writing down stuff real quick.
Is what you're writing down a plan?
I don't know. Probably just okay, so we're hi.
The bartender?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what can I get for you?
What's the milk thing again? The blue milk, I think it was. Or thinking of a different thing. No, I'll just take some drink and then talk.
blue milk is a thing in Star Wars, but I don't know that it has a specific name. Okay.
I'll just be like, give me your finest drink.
My finest drink. Okay. So she takes out a very old, very expensive looking bottle and pours a glass. Gives it to you.
Calm down.
That,
How much?
that'll be 50 credits.
Okay, I'll take that off. I should get my Excel. Actually, to close my Excel thing. Okay. I'll just ask my two companions. So you want the same thing,
No, I'm good.
Alexander?
You never met up with Alexander after you came here.
Oh, oh, so
Wait.
just us.
Wait,
I
I
thought
thought
he
he
was-
was in the ship with us.
No, because he was taking his own ship. That was why he wasn't piloting. He had just done the astrogation calculations before.
I would have met up with him.
Oh, okay, just me then. Let's see. Okay, I'll just quickly deduct that real quick. I completely forgot how to use my my spreadsheet.
Mm.
There we go.
You forgot
So
how to
we're
use
looking for someone.
your spreadsheet. Is it not a normal spreadsheet?
No, I've been using formulas for things. So like I can just like fill in certain things. So I'll just all it set up together, and then I can just like make it automatically deduct it from the money I have. Saves me some calculation time. Besides, where you have to fix it. But yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just first take a drink real quick.
Okay. It's definitely a really good drink. Better than you've had before.
So anyway, we're looking for some information on someone.
Oh yeah? Who might that be?
Some Wookiee called Arkala.
As soon as you say the name, she kind of like glances around. She's like, take it you're after the bounty on him?
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
That's surprising.
Pretty sure half the customers in here right now are looking for him.
I'll just do a mass mind reading to see how much people are looking for him. Or that's not a mass. I don't know. Yeah, no, okay. Well, bro, would it even be a possible thing? Like, say, I can just like read like a general just areas, like see how many people are thinking about one thing.
You can certainly try. Roll me a sense.
Let's see. Was it just sense or also the other? I guess
Well,
what is it just that?
receptive telepathy, reading minds is just sense.
I mean,
18.
Why can't you roll like this during D&D, Jesus?
I mean, I've had like a couple of good rolls. Most were bad, but a couple were there.
God, you can't fucking hit anything, dude.
What do you mean I can hit anything? I hit plenty of things last one.
Well,
I killed a thing.
good for you.
Mm-hmm. You almost died to a giant crab.
That's what I learned. Stay on a distance. Now he just has to roll. What is it? The thing Eric has to roll for everyone like who might resist. He just has to roll like 100 times.
Okay, so that would be that. 'Cause it's that. Do that.
One roll, two roll, three rolls, four rolls, five rolls.
Yeah, based on what you can sense, seems to kind of confirm for you what the bartender had said about half the people in here looking for him. It seems like of the 50 or so people in this bar, 25 of them,
Alright.
approximately 25 of them. Like, you're not able to get like an exact read, but definitely seems like about 25 of them are definitely.
Alright. So just continue asking. So like, the last place he was seen was supposedly here. You by chance know his usual routine of hanging out or whenever he shows up here?
He's not a regular, but he was in the bar. He has been here. He came in about like a week ago for the first time that I'm aware of. Visited 3 times, 2 nights, then missed 1 night, then was back here again 1 night, which was the last time he was here.
Do we know how long the bounty has been on?
Actually, I'm gonna actually revise what you said to being 2 weeks ago instead of last week. Because I also didn't realize. Oh wait, you had your 3-day trip through hyperspace. So, bounty. So 3-day trip through hyperspace. But then when you had seen it, it had been posted like 2 days earlier. So it's been 5 days since the bounty was posted.
Did anything happen in those particular days he came by? The bounty ring being relatively fresh.
So when he came by, it was before the bounty was put on him.
Yeah, so I'm like wondering, like, is there
Okay.
something that could have happened, like that made him the bounty on him?
Not sure. I wasn't. I wasn't the one working. The last day he was here, the first 2 seemed pretty normal. He was meeting people here. Like, what I say meeting as in like coming here to meet with people, not to like, like it seemed like they were conducting some kind of business. I don't know. Sat in one of the back corners, talking really quietly. Don't know the details.
Do you know who he was meeting with?
The first night, saw him meeting with, 2 other Wookiees. Second night, met with Trandoshan, which is interesting. Wookiees and Trandoshans don't usually get along very well. And then also a droid. The 2 Wookiees he met with on the first night, that was at the same time. The second night, the 2 meetings, one happened, then the other happened.
Do any of them come here regularly? / are any of them here?
She looks around and She points out one of the Wookiees. I think that was one of the Wookiees he had met with the first night.
How well known are they?
Hmm?
How well known are they?
How well known? Like the people he was meeting with, you mean, or?
Yeah.
I don't know any of them personally. Like I've seen few of them a few times and such, but like I don't know. It's we get a lot of customers in here. I don't and they're not like super regular or anything.
All right. Probably need to know. We probably know everything we need to know then.
I don't have any more ideas.
I think we're good then. Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be very friendly. Just passed on another 50. What's your tip?
Thank you.
So the line kind of loaded at this point.
Just fucking rich.
I mean, I got 5,320 credits. I feel pretty rich right now. At least rich for the player we've got so far.
Fair enough.
So, what is your next move?
Well, did we try to talk to that guy?
I mean, unless you have another idea.
So the Wookiee she had pointed out is currently playing a game of darts.
Ooh, I'm down. Some darts.
Sure.
Okay. So what do you do? Just go up to.
We'll just approach like I'm just gonna look for a bit. I'd say. See what he's throwing.
Darts.
What scores he's getting. Oh, I mean, just throw. Yes, I know he's throwing darts. He's just playing darts with knives. He's just throwing knives.
No, just darts or whatever. Seems to be doing pretty good, getting the occasional bullseye. Mostly like, I don't know, like closer to the center, but the occasional more mid-range one. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, doing good, I see.
He growls at you. Thanks.
How about we play a game?
Sure. Okay, so
What I use anyway. Dexterity or dexterity wise. Let's see. What is this?
Yeah.
What are our stats again?
That would be a dexterity. Like, it's something that you could do as like a custom skill under dexterity, but since you haven't previously, it would just be straight dexterity.
Yes, my dodge.
No, just straight dexterity.
Who throws first?
Okay, you'll also play. Okay.
She probably has a high dexterity.
Probably.
I mean, mine's 3D plus 2, so it don't feel that bad.
Okay, so who's going first?
I'll let him go first.
To let him go first, you
Yeah.
said? Okay. This one is one of the kind of like mid-range ones. So kind of one of the worst ones actually you've seen him throw since you got here.
Oh, I can't handle the pressure. Competition.
So
Oh, I think that. I still forgot something.
yeah. 12. Well, you do hit the dartboard, but it's close to the edge.
Alright, guess I'll go.
Yep. 14. Not quite so close to the edge, but still kind of like in the outer section.
I'm out of pressure.
I will cheat using my force skill. 180. Or it's like one of those. What is it?
Or no, 14 actually, no, that 14 would be mid-range. That's just outer mid-range. Like the outs.
Uh-huh.
So it is still mid-range. So yeah.
Yay.
Man's just rolling like high 20s.
Then the Wookiee throws another dart, and this one is a bullseye.
Okay, what kind of dart are we talking about? Because like I only know like the darts, like actual darts, like the where the highest be 180, but is like bullseye higher in this case?
I mean, bullseye is the center.
I mean, yeah, it's technically at the highest score though.
What?
The bullseye is not the highest if you think actual darts.
I've never played actual darts. I don't know what actual scoring is.
So bullseye, it is basically the highest though. Sort of, it's because like the center's not like 50, but then you also have like the 20, and if there's like a little one in the middle of the 20, which is like, what is it again? I think that's like, because it's 20, and if you hit that, you have 60.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this one is just a simple one where it's,
Okay.
the closer to the center, the better.
Okay, that's fair. Just wondering, Okay, so I'll just throw. I mean, 18. Going up there.
18, not bad. Not quite a bullseye, but it is like in like kind of the center section, just like outside of the bullseye. So
You have to roll a high. Just have to roll 20 plus to get that. I think.
Jesus.
15. So a bit better than your previous one. Still in the mid section. Yeah. He rolls again.
He splits his previous arrow, just throws arrow on the other arrow. Or dart, sorry.
I mean, pretty much. This is a better roll than the last one. Like, it's a 25 here. Last one was a 20.
Yeah,
So-
the highest I could get is 20.
Yeah, so pretty much he gets another bullseye with this one.
Could I manipulate the dart somehow?
Yours or his?
Mine. Just in theory right now.
I mean, like, you could use telekinesis on it. I'm not sure how that would go for you.
could go well enough.
Famous last words.
I don't think it's worth it.
I'm not going. I just want to in theory, like, would it be
Let's
possible here to do?
see here. Telekinesis. I mean, telekinesis rules are more about just like lifting stuff. I could kind of go
like,
I kind of go same idea, just instead of difficulty being, because this is a precision thing, so instead of difficulty being based on weight, it's more about difficulty being based on precision.
Anyways, I'm gonna just throw regularly. 50.
15. So kind of in the mid areas, just like Kilo's last shot. Yeah, that one's right on the edge of the
Hits the
board.
metal, just reflects straight back.
Reflects
Fun fact,
straight.
I've had that happen. In fact, where it like it just bounced off and it landed straight in front of my feet.
Oh, fun.
Which a friend had worse. It happened, but it bounced into a glass lamp,
Ooh.
and that thing, yeah, it hit on the point, so it ended up shattering.
Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. It could have landed in my feet.
Okay. So yeah. So you're just continuing to play darts, not talk or anything while you're doing that, or?
I presume it was like, is that an entire game or was that? Because he's probably gonna wreck shop with us anyways.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how long the game would go, but I've kind of got the basic idea of how it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, we're gonna lose regardless. I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I think even you would have to roll perfect to actually win anything from him. To even have a chance, so to speak.
Well, I mean, we didn't put any money down.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not like you're losing anything by losing. This is just a friendly competition.
Yeah. It's casual.
But you say it just goes on for a bit, we lose, and
Yeah.
it's like, well played.
Yeah, okay, but we wanted to talk to him though.
Yeah, I mean, getting to that. Thank you.
Jason's just trying to get out of here.
Yeah, no, there's people who have an arachnophobia. I have Wookiephobia.
He came over here with the intention of talking to the Wookiee, then got nervous, so that's why he just went with the game of darts. And
Like, alright, GG, goodbye.
Pretty much. No. I'm just like, so hey, mind if I ask you something?
well, like you want some advice on how to get better?
Hey, sure. How much do you practice?
See, the trick is to just visualize the bullseye in your head, concentrate on that, and just like forget everything else, ignore everything else.
Okay, that's fair. Sounds fair. But hey, we came here to ask you something. We're looking for someone.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
There's this person apparently called Arcala. He's been causing some ruckus.
Causing some ruckus now, is he?
He apparently bad that he got a bounty on him.
He does. You're after that bounty?
I know. We just want to help the world become a better place. Or, sorry, worlds. There's multiple. And we do need some money for repairs and stuff, so.
It's a job.
Mm-hmm.
I know, to repair things you need money, and to get money you need to have a job. So here we are.
I mean, that's generally the way things work.
But they said there was said that they saw you meeting with him, so we're wondering, or you know where he is.
I mean, it's possible I may have talked with him at some point.
How good is he known? He's like, this does he is he good? Is he bad?
Define good and bad.
I don't know. Does he kill people? Like just for for sport?
You could phrase this just asking why he has the bounty on him.
Just basically, why does he have a bounty on him?
You're kind of new to the whole bounty hunting thing, aren't you?
I mean, you gotta start somewhere. I mean, you see, I suck at darts. I'm trying that too.
I mean, I suppose. I mean, I don't know the exact reasons for the bounty on him.
Maybe know where we could find him, or someone who could help us find him.
I maybe know something that, might prove of some use to you.
Anyway, you're willing to share?
I mean, like you said, stuff costs money.
I mean, what are we talking about?
I mean, what do you think the price of the information you're looking for would be?
How much is the bounty worth?
I was literally thinking.
The bounty is for 30,000 credits.
Is there a difference between dead and alive?
Yes. That is for alive. For dead is half that, so 15,000.
Well, I mean, think if we get him, we could give you 1/3 of the price.
Excuse me?
Why?
I mean, that is certainly a nice offer, but that's kind of predicated on me having confidence in your ability to actually get him.
Oh, no, we will get him. That won't be a problem.
I'd rather,
I know.
something up front.
I can give him 500 up front.
Okay. Do you casually slip him 500 credits, or do you just here's 500 credits?
I just tell him that I can give you 500 up front.
Okay.
Will that be enough for the information?
I'll give you 500 credits worth of information for it.
Sure.
Why don't we go sit down?
Sounds like a plan.
So you go and sit down at a table.
You want a drink?
Maybe afterwards. So, Arcala, is a,
He's a Wookiee.
no, Arcala is a fixer, you know, the sort that fixes problems.
Clean guy.
He tends to work, you know, shop his services around, although most of the time his most frequent client, well, okay, the you're talking to kind of looks around, lowers his voice, is Danny Galaxy.
For some reason, when you said Danny, I just immediately thought of Danny Phantom.
Okay. So yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know exactly. I don't know why the bounty's on him, but I suspect it's either that he did a job for whoever put the bounty on him and they weren't happy with it, or they were happy with it and just consider him a loose end, or he had a job for somebody else that, you know, caused issues for the person who put the bounty on him. That's my theory. It's one of those. But yeah, if you're looking for him, Danny Ocean is probably the best lead. I doubt she's the one that put the bounty on him. But
Wait, wasn't it? Wait, Danny O? What Danny Ocean?
Danny Galaxy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's like we're not dealing with two different Dannys, are we?
No.
Danny Ocean Galaxy is also the middle name.
Also,
Danny Ocean is from the Ocean's 11 movies. And I don't know why. I think it was because of you saying Danny Phantom that made me think of other Dannys. And then
Okay, great.
Danny Galaxy. Yeah. So yeah. So I don't think she'd be the one who put the bounty on him, so he might be, you know, hiding out at one of her bases or something.
anything else we should know? Small details.
I mean, should be careful as far as dealing with Arcala. Like, I mean, back in the day, he fought in the Clone Wars. He had quite the successful career as a soldier back then. He can very much hold his own in a fight. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, that should give us enough to know, right? I guess.
Do you feel I've given you 500 credits worth of information?
I mean, anything you're still willing to share, go for it.
His favorite color is purple.
Oh, same.
um,
Does he have any friends?
Everyone has friends.
Debatable.
Do you know someone without friends?
Me in the past.
So, yeah.
Anyway, you stand down for that drink?
Actually, I think I might head out, get some sleep.
Fair.
Good,
It was a good sleep.
good.
How late is it?
Probably like the equivalent of like 9 p.m., maybe 9:30.
Fair, fair.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Will do.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh.
I did think about asking earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt.
His name is Garakta.
Okay, noted.
Okay. How do we write that?
Garacta.
I'm gonna need a quick moment though. I'm gonna give myself a snack because my stomach is complaining.
Okay.
Alright.
Keep on talking, I'll listen.
So, what is gonna be your next move? Whoa, what did I just do? Oh. Just accidentally maximized OBS. It just, while it was like, the window was growing, it was like flashing red in some places for some reason. It was weird. So I was just kind of panicking.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Sorry, I'm showing feet. It's way too warm for clothing.
Can't dress my feet in this weather.
No. That time for any socks.
See, I live in a basement, so and it's always cold down here, pretty much. That's why I'm always, like, on stream wearing a bathrobe over my clothes.
That's fair.
Otherwise,
Can't relate.
otherwise I have a space heater that I keep running, but I don't run it when I'm streaming because of the noise.
Fair.
I assume we also give our names and ask where we can find Danny Galaxy real quick.
Well, if you ask around, it shouldn't be hard to find her. Or at least her people.
Okay.
She has a cult?
Not a cult, she has an organization.
Same thing.
Not really, no.
Any group of people is a cult if you believe.
Are we as the group that has this RPG a cult?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you're the one who's wearing a rope.
True.
Every time though I hear about cults, I always think of the one quote from The Office, the character Creed, who's like, "I've been a member of many cults, both as a follower and as a leader. You have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader."
All right.
Been ages since I've seen The Office.
Yeah, I actually just the other day when I was on YouTube had a recommended video that was like a bunch of Creed moments from The Office, because his moments are always the best. Another good one from him is nobody steals from Creed Bratton. The last person that stole from Creed Bratton was never heard from again. His name? Creed Bratton.
Okay.
Yeah. The implication is that he killed the guy and stole his identity,
Yeah.
which is one of like
I think it was him, wasn't he? Supposed the whole story, like the
Scranton
whole
Strangler.
murder. Yeah.
No, the Scranton Strangler was Toby, who was the HR guy. I mean, it was never like said of the show, but there were hints at it. Creed was another person that people suspected just because we pretty much know he committed at least a few murders based on just his random comments. Like in the one in the one episode, I mean, this one wasn't necessarily a murder, but in the one episode that was a Halloween episode, and characters are all in costume, and he has like a shirt with blood on, and it's just like one other character was like, the one new character was like, "Oh, I didn't know everyone dressed up for Halloween here," and Creed's like, "Neither did I." And then in one of like the interview sections, he's just like, "Today is Halloween. That is really good timing." Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing a whole video about like the whole theorizing that whole strangling thing.
Yeah, but no, it was probably Toby because, well, he somebody else was arrested for being a Grand Strangler, and Toby was on the jury, and the guy was convicted, and then Toby had gone to talk to him when he was in jail, and the guy tries strangling Toby. But also, when the police had been chasing Grand Strangler prior to arresting him or whatever, there had been like a car chase. Everybody was like watching it on Toby's computer, but Toby wasn't there. And then Toby's phone started ringing. But also the fact that it was actually his phone that was ringing, not like and there was no one at reception, which means it went straight to his line. And who would actually know like his extension number other than him? Because nobody would ever call him. They would always call like reception and then get transferred to him and such. So, and then there were a few other things throughout it, but yeah. Anyway, back to Star Wars.
Guess we could go back to the barkeep, ask her again.
Or like a random patron of some kind. Or
You lead the way. Your turn.
why?
You don't want to hear that answer.
That's so suspicious. Okay.
Good.
I mean, I guess we could go back to the barkeep. Sorry, my dog moved.
Dogs moving. What is this world coming to?
What a concept.
Okay. Just go up to the barkeep and be like, "Hey,
Hey, what can I get for you?"
I don't know. What do you got? What's good here?
She lists off a couple of drinks. You recognize some of the names, don't recognize others.
Also, are we still meeting up with Alexander, or?
Oh yeah, I meant to ask about him earlier, but I forgot.
Well, I'm sure she can handle herself. I'm gonna look for Alexander.
Alright, abandon me.
Just like real life.
Wow. Oh shit.
No, it seems important we have him too.
Is it?
I mean, sure, heads is better than two. Maybe who knows? Maybe Alexander would have been really good at darts.
For sure.
Okay. How are you looking for him?
At first, I just take a glance around. Maybe like he's just looking for us or something. Maybe he's already here.
Okay, you look around the bar, you don't see him.
How long would it take him to get here? Because it only took us 3 days, but how long would it take him?
Oh yeah.
Did we actually get here around the same time, or? Yeah, we really didn't think that through, did we?
Trying to think.
I was thinking, where are we? Clifford DeVoe?
Trying to think if we ever established how fast his ship is, hyperspace-wise.
Didn't he have the... What is the name again? During the whole... I know he had... I feel it's one of the special ship that was like really fast, supposedly.
Well, he has a special ship, which... Because it can go into hyperspace while it's within a gravity well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel if he's that, like, I feel he'll be faster than us.
I'm just trying to think if we ever established how fast it was.
I have no memory.
I don't think we did. I think actually it's going to be... Actually, wait. What is the hyperspace multiplier on your ship? Is your ship a ×1?
I don't think we ever established that. Like, I don't remember.
Okay, I think we're going to say that yours is ×1. His is actually a ×2, so it is slower. So it would actually be a few more days until he'd get here. Because of the fact that it is, like, the, superior ship as far as being able to, like, go to hyperspace well in a gravity well. The trade-off is that it's slower.
Yeah, that's fair.
So actually, yeah. So he wouldn't be here yet. Is Jacen still looking for him despite that?
Jacen just wants to get out of the room with the Wookiee.
No. I'm gonna just say I'll just do a sense directly looking for him.
But he's not here, though.
I know, but I don't know.
Okay.
Do I know it at this point that he's not here then?
Yeah, you would know that.
Okay, then. Never mind.
Well, actually, let's make you roll for basic arithmetic. Is 2 times 3 longer than 1 times 3?
Straight knowledge check.
Nope.
Okay, in that case, wait up.
Roll your knowledge math.
Okay, I think I failed.
0.01 d6. Bad at math.
I just want to imagine now, like a 0.1 dice. We'll just get just like a bunch. It's like just a regular dice, but like a bunch of zeros and just like one side being one.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm curious. Smallest dice.
God.
Smallest.
I'm actually just imagining a really tiny die.
Yeah. The other thing is like the least amount of sides, but that would be like
A coin.
a coin,
Yeah.
or just like a sphere, just one surface.
It's
I
a
mean,
bingo
that-
ball.
I can imagine that. There's like a ball, but like just has like several numbers, and just wherever it stops.
Well, no, if it's like a single sided, then it's just one number for the whole thing.
Yeah. It just has one everywhere.
Because like a ball that has a lot of numbers would be like would still be then a multi-sided die. It just
Oh yeah, I've seen like 100-sided die. That shit's crazy. It just
yeah.
looks like a ball. It's just, yeah.
Or it's like a dice with a bunch of blanks, and there's actually one. If you get that one, you actually get something. Or else it's just no, you get nothing.
I mean, there are definitely some board games that'll have like usually it's a D6, but it'll have like
Yeah.
sides that are like empty or like zeros or whatever, depending on what the game needs. Or like the more recent Star Wars RPG, Fantasy Flight one, that uses special dice that don't have numbers. They have like symbols for like pass, fail, and such. But some dice then I think have empty sides. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a while since I played it, but they have different symbols for pass, fail. Because basically you have like the good dice, and then you have the bad dice, and you roll both. And then if you have like more passes than fails, you succeed. But there's also advantages and disadvantages. So depending on that, like you could fail but still have an advantage of some sort, or you could pass but with a disadvantage, and it's a really cool system.
Fair.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Kilo's going back to talk to the bartender, or was talking to the bartender.
Right.
Well, Jacen is just kind of standing somewhere.
Okay.
I'm,
Is there a wall?
I'm gonna get a
What?
I'm
Is
gonna
there
get
a
a
wall?
reasonable drink.
A reasonable drink? Okay, like something like
Just getting the Star Wars variation of a mimosa.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a mimosa.
something like a 5-credit drink or something.
Yes, reasonable.
Okay. We are playing the D6 Star Wars RPG by West End Games. Star Wars, the role-playing game. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so you order your drink, and you're given, drink. It's a decent drink.
Alright. So, you know anything about Danny Galaxy?
I mean, heard the name before. She's kind of looking around nervously.
Hmm. Can you just point me in the right direction? And I try to say it quietly.
Honestly, anytime I start, like, I see you're starting nervous, I'm just gonna use senses to figure out whether there's someone looking our way.
Okay, roll me your sense.
God, so many 12
12.
today.
Yeah, it's like your fourth 12, Jesus.
12 is still our number.
You don't really, you can't tell any specifics, but there are definitely people watching you.
Great.
Yes, so the bartender's like, I'm sure you won't have much trouble finding her.
Thanks for the drink.
Yep.
I'm gonna give her like 3 credits tip so that my money is nice.
Money 69 something.
No, not even close.
I'm close to a good number. How I just didn't have my 8. Then I'm now at 4,820.
Oh yeah. So what are you two doing now?
Well, I propose we wait for Alexander, so we're gonna head back to the ship.
Do I see someone looking?
Roll me a search.
I'm gonna just do the same too. So I'd say we're doing it as like heading out then, I guess.
Okay. 23 for Kilo, 18 for Jacen. So
She scans one side, I scan the other side.
So basically what you both notice is that there are several people that are watching you.
Are any of them Wookiees?
No, none of the Wookiees still in the bar are watching you.
Felt like that was important.
Good.
But there's several people of multiple species watching you.
We should have asked what kind of species this Danny was. All we know is like it's a female.
So,
Is any of those people looking as a female?
Some of the people watching you look like they might be female.
A specific human?
I'm just gonna walk up to one of the people watching and sit down if I can. If they're like at a table, I don't know. I had an image in my head.
I'll just follow along with that. It's probably not best with so many people to split up.
If one of them looks like fairly isolated, you know?
Fairly isolated.
Like if one of them is like in a corner or something, you know? Just kind of a little out of the way. Not in the middle of the room. It's kind of what I'm going for here.
There's an IG droid, assassin droid, in the back corner. Seems to be watching the two of you.
Okay. Are they like at a table?
Yes.
Is there anyone else at the table?
No, the IG droid is by itself at the table.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Hey. Noticed you looking.
You two are new around these parts.
Yeah.
Something wrong with that.
Nothing wrong, just curious.
Oh. What do you want to know? You're curious. Means you have questions.
No, what I meant was that it is curious that you're new around these parts.
Anything else?
No?
Alright. I never said I finished my drink from earlier, right?
No, I've assumed you've just been carrying it around, sipping it on it occasionally.
I'll just sit back and just take another drink.
Why are you keeping such a close eye, huh?
I keep a close eye on everyone.
So, would you know anything about? I forgot the name of the person we're looking for.
Denny Galaxy,
No, not that one. The Wookiee.
Arcala.
Yeah, that one.
If I did, I certainly wouldn't be sharing that information with potential competition.
Nothing wrong with some healthy competition.
It's fair. Hmm.
I mean, keeps the hunt exciting.
I do not crave excitement.
You're in the wrong line of work.
Exactly.
I'm in a well-paying line of work.
But do you enjoy what you do?
Enjoyment is irrelevant.
Damn robust. Someone install a joy chip on this guy.
Don't draw more attention. Okay. I didn't actually have a plan here.
I'm just to start going around like I'm just, I don't know, just being bored, just spinning circles or whatever. But like, then also see if there's anyone else just maybe coming up to us or something, or just more people looking.
Sorry.
I want to leave and see if anyone follows.
You want to leave, see if anyone follows?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's better then.
Okay.
I presume you were going to continue talking, so you weren't.
Okay. So, two of you leave.
I'm gonna like say bye really quick to the droid, by the way.
Okay.
Just for the record. Casual wave, like thanks for the chat. And leave.
So, you leave and step out of the bar, and right away you see two people, a human with a blaster and a Gamorrean with a vibroaxe standing there, and they're like, "Come with us." And yeah, like the human has the blaster pointed at you, and the Gamorrean has his axe, like he's ready to swing.
They were waiting outside the bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so they lead you down a street, then a couple streets or whatever. You go a few blocks into an alley, and then the human knocks on the door with kind of a, seems like some kind of a like secret knock.
Can I pay attention to it?
Sure. Just make me a search roll. 15.
I guess I'll do the same, just in case.
17. Yeah, you're both pretty sure you've got it memorized.
Okay.
Then, after a few seconds, the door opens, and the door is opened by a small droid, and they lead you in, and down a hallway, and into a into a rather large, well, I don't know, to a door, which then there's a comm unit on, and the humans got the two that were asking about you, and then the door slides open, and you're brought into an office. It's a rather large office. There's paintings on the wall. Well, as there are paintings, this is Star Wars. There's art. There's definitely artwork on the wall. And what looks to be like some kind of exotic plants in some of the corners, and the desk looks to be like finely crafted out of like some kind of wood, and yeah, there's a human woman at the desk. She's wearing like very like flashy clothing, very like expensive looking clothing, and she looks over as you come in, and she's like, "So I hear you've been asking about me. Who might you be?"
Danny?
Yeah, I am. And you are?
Kilo.
Jacen.
And why might you be asking for me?
I'd say we just tell her. There's this
Sure.
guy Arcala who has the bounty on him, and they say you're one of his frequents.
Yes, he's definitely somebody I've hired quite a few times. Certainly, the work he's done for me is worth much more to me than the bounty, or I would have turned him in myself.
Any idea why he has a bounty on him?
Well, Jefferson, was it? She said, she's saying that to you. Jacen, got it. So Jansen, basically, I had him doing a job for me not too long ago. And it seems that in that job, there was somebody else working, different job, kind of some conflict, and well, Kala succeeded, so my plans went great, and the other person, his plans kind of got messed with. You know how it goes.
Plans do mess up sometimes for some people.
But I mean, he wasn't too happy, so put a bounty on Arcala. What can you do?
Fair.
Do you know where we can find him?
Take it you're after the bounty money?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, like I said, his service to me is, worth a bit more than that bounty money, so no, I don't think I am going to tell you.
Anyway, we could get you to tell us. Anything we could trade? Maybe, I don't know, something we can help out with?
I'm not sure what you might have that would be of value to me. Can you think of anything?
I know what you're hinting at though. There's an easy thing I could pop out, but I don't know. For now, I'm not going to do that.
What am I hinting at?
The one thing I have of value is a lightsaber. I mean, I don't think people can normally see it anyway, because I'm sure it's normally hidden anyways.
Yeah, you normally have it hidden.
No,
I
you're
have
just
it open on my
constantly
belt.
playing with it.
You just kind of nervously fiddle around with it when you're doing stuff, just all the time.
Just put it away again.
No. No, yeah, it's hidden, so. Yeah.
I would say I would try to. Actually, I could mind read, right?
You can certainly try.
Anyway, I can do that, like, without them noticing. Just like, just stand like, and then do that.
Doing without trying to read her mind without her noticing I would add to the difficulty.
Let's see. Well, one plan I have is like we could try to leave and be like, I can, can be like, oh, thank you, we're gonna leave now. But like, as I'm shaking hands, I'll try it. But like, touching would decrease it, right?
I mean, yes. But the difference between in physical contact and in line of sight but not touching is just a difference of 2. Like, the big thing here is, like, the relationship, the fact that, you've met once is a plus 12 to the difficulty.
Okay, fair. You reckon make my sense AD real quick?
Good luck with that.
I mean, maybe someday. When I find a Jedi that can train me. I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna. Well, besides that, anything else you brought us here for?
I mean, I'm curious, people going asking about me, like, who knows who you might be, what you might be after.
I mean, like we said, we're just after the bounty, and knowing that most frequent client being you feels you would be the most logical person to ask.
So you can't, and you can't think of anything you might have to offer?
Besides, maybe, like I said, if there's anything we can, as a job, do for you, and maybe get that information in return.
How do you feel about the person who put a bounty on him?
For one. I mean, I'm sure he didn't hire Arcala on him just for nothing.
I mean, honestly, I'm not too sure about him. He's... Do you know who put the bounty on him?
No.
We have a suspicion.
I mean, besides that. I assume, like, at this point, we're assuming it's, like, the person who filled on, right? That wasn't too happy.
Well, we know. We know.
Yeah.
Well, thing is, he seems to have built up quite a sizable amount of power in a seemingly short period of time.
Oh, no,
Which
the car's back. Plot twist: in this 2 month span, it's been Mira has been turned to the dark side and started an empire of her own.
Spoilers. No.
I told you that in confidence, damn it.
No. She's like, so, like, my line of work, someone else comes up, masses that much power quickly, you're always concerned, like, what, are they gonna, like, encroach on my territory? Am I gonna have to deal with them? So far, like, the incident with Arcala aside, mostly been operating separate areas, separate things. But you never know. Might have to go to war at some point. It is what it is.
What if we were trying to hurt him?
Go on.
Better get rid of him.
Would that change your opinion on helping us?
So you want to hurt him by giving him someone that he's after.
It's not the money we're after. That's all I'm saying.
Hurt him how?
I'm
We'll
not
see by then.
comfortable sharing that information.
We're good at improvising.
We have a plan.
Well,
Just always saying your problems could be solved.
Well, you definitely look like a pair of people with a plan. Not sure if it's a good one, but without knowing more details, still not sure it's worth giving up Arcala.
We won't kill him.
I mean,
And if we
could
can
just-
help him escape, maybe. That's unlikely. Never mind. I won't say that.
Yeah, we can return him nice and safely.
No. We won't kill him.
You won't kill him. You'll just...
I mean, obviously, person doesn't want him dead. Willing to pay for that, but
Not right away, anyway.
yeah. So what if we gave you our word we wouldn't kill him?
So she's kind of like, sitting there, looking at the ceiling, kind of like see the gears turning in her mind as she's considering what you're saying. I mean, I'm definitely considering this. I do have some questions first, though. Like, you, specifically you, she's looking at Jacen, don't really seem like a bounty hunter.
And I do.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, like, Kilo is somebody that does, like, criminal jobs and such.
Yeah, I mean, this is fair.
Yeah,
Just,
Yeah, she's.
I mean, my class is literally bounty hunter.
yeah,
I'm just being offended.
yeah.
It's okay.
Perhaps.
So, who are you, really, and what are your reasons for doing this?
We'd get rid of a bad guy. Problem solved. Prevents war. Everyone happy.
Define bad guy.
He wronged us.
That's a decent definition, actually.
No, she's the brains. I'm the brawn.
I can see that.
Except that can do a lot more damage.
Wow. Wait, what do you mean accept? That falls under brawn.
I mean, it's not an insult. I already said it myself, so I ain't insulted.
Yeah.
Well, what do we need to do to convince you?
Hmm.
I mean, the longer we wait, the more people are probably going to go after that bounty.
I'm not concerned with that. I'm merely concerned with whether or not this benefits me and to what extent. Um, had you? Yes, you did say your names. You came in because she actually got Jason's name wrong twice. That's right. But, okay. And you just gave your first names, though, right?
Yeah.
I am unfamiliar with my last name.
You know your last name, sir.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well. My guards will bring you down to where Akala is. Yes, they will.
All right.
Can I roll insight?
Inside.
I forget what we were using. We had like something that could be used for insight. I think I did it like once, but I don't remember. Is there an insight I can roll? Can I do that?
Streetwise, maybe.
Were we?
That's like once.
Were we using search for that as well?
I feel like it might have been.
I think we're using search for that as well. Because we're using search pretty much as the general perception skill.
Yeah.
Just with the perception attribute just being like passive perception type thing. So I think, yeah, just make a search.
Okay.
12.
I guess I'll do the same.
20.
Okay, that's better.
So Jacen is kind of like, thinking as like he's watching her and she's saying this. She still seems unsure on whether or not she wants to turn Arkala over to you. Yes, she still seems unsure. of that, even as she's saying that her guards will take you down to him.
I'm just gonna say something. You seem unsure.
Do I now?
Yes.
Unsure of what?
That we're actually capable of this job.
I mean, I've never heard of you two before. Like I said, you do not seem at all like a bounty hunter.
I'm not.
We like to keep a low profile.
Uh-huh.
And
And what are you?
You seem to want reassurance that we could do this.
Hmm?
I'm just saying that. That's what I'm saying. You seem to want reassurance that we could do this.
I mean, reassurance would certainly be nice.
I'm gonna pop up my lightsaber and turn it on.
oh,
Ooh, shiny.
I want to hear a bad guy say it one day, like, "Ooh, shiny."
What color is your
I assure you,
what color is your lightsaber again?
it's Master Illusions. It's think is green.
Okay, that's right.
I miss my old lightsaber, even though it was red.
Well, certainly don't seem old enough to be member of the Jedi Order. Find that at like a pawn shop or something.
No, this belonged to my master.
I'm sure. Well,
I mean, I can assure you, nothing can stop the lightsabers. It's doors. It has a universal lockpick. It can open chests. It can cut people in half.
why don't you try cutting a hole in my door?
Sure.
So,
It's gonna be like a special door.
so you try hitting it with the lightsaber, and the lightsaber deactivates.
Something.
Yeah. Got some cortosis for use in parts of the base.
Smart. I mean, that's why we do still have guns, just in case.
But it is still quite an impressive weapon.
I'll just holster
we're more
it.
capable than we look, and we aren't the whole team.
Well, my guards can take you down to Arcala, and then you can either try convincing him to go ahead with this, or
I'm sure that won't be too hard.
Yeah. So you can go down there and try and convince him to agree to this.
All right. We'll see you in 5 minutes.
Thanks for your help.
So, 2 guards lead you to a turbo lift, and they just stand outside it and motion for you to get in.
Okay.
Right. Do we see him right away? Is it like, does the thing at least do like a room or something?
No, it's a turbo lift, like an elevator.
Oh. I always think like we already went down and like just
No, they just led you to the turbo lift.
Okay.
So you two get in the turbo lift?
Sure.
Okay. Get in. The human guard presses some buttons, the door closes, and turbo lift goes down, and after a few seconds, stops, and the doors slide open. And see what kind of looks like a small, lounge room type thing. You see Arcala on a couch, reading something on a handheld computer. He looks over as you come in. And you are...
Name's Kilo.
Oh, just Jacen.
Okay.
We just had a very long conversation with your boss.
Okay.
Regarding your bounty.
Sir?
Okay. What about my
If
bounty?
if we go after the person who placed the bounty on you and get rid of him.
I'd appreciate that.
Would you be
We
willing
need
to
your
help
help
with
to
that?
do it.
We need you to fake work along as we fake turn you in, and once we're in, we take him down.
And by fake turn me in, you mean actually turn me in so you can get close.
Yes, but we're gonna get you out again, and then you can be on your way.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Why is that?
Well, for starters, I have no idea who you are.
Danny already agreed. If you're willing to work along.
I'm sure she did.
You're just trying to make your bounty disappear.
Here's what... Knowing her, here's what she probably thought was going to happen. She probably thought you were going to come down here. Like, what, did she ask you to convince me?
Yeah.
She probably thought you two were going to, like, attack me, try to take me, and, you know, I would respond in kind and take out both of you.
Maybe.
You're an idiot, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tell you what, why don't you, you know, turn around, get back on the turbo lift, and get out of here before I have to take you both out.
No.
No?
We can't do that. We need to fake complete your bounty. That's the whole plan. Get the bounty away. Get it so set to be completed. So we can be on our way. We are not after the money. We're not after killing unless necessary. Which, being you're a bounty hunter guy.
I am not turning myself in.
Okay. How could we convince you? Anything you would like to know?
There's nothing to convince. I'm not turning myself in. As he says this, he puts his computer pad down and puts his hand on his bowcaster.
You really don't want to do that.
I'm pretty sure you two are the ones doing stuff I don't want.
Okay, so just if I were to detect at this point, do I still dark side point and everything?
Listen. Do you want to have to hide out for the rest of your life? Because this bounty's not going to go away.
I mean, just until I figure out a plan. A good plan.
This is a good plan.
I really don't see how it is.
How could we reassure you that this is a good plan, that we could do this?
Maybe actually have a fucking plan. I don't say that.
Well,
but I intend to think it.
for starters, who are you?
Jason, we introduced.
Your first name means nothing to me. You know how many Jasons there are in the galaxy? I don't.
I have no last
There's
name.
probably a lot.
I've never met another Jason.
I just think that one word is going to be a bar. Jason something.
Next session, every NPC is Jason.
Oh, please make a session like that. That'd be great.
Oh my fucking god.
These are all Kilo's brothers.
Ugh.
Can I show you something that I can prove we could do this?
What are you gonna show me?
I just pull up my lights and we just aim it away at the wall or something. Just turn it on.
So you have a damn laser sword. How does that prove anything?
This thing has went through many people.
So have my bowcaster bolts.
But those can miss.
You willing to bet your life on that?
And just look at her.
I'm willing to bet his life.
No, because I know how it would end. Because it would just be like, no, this has to be a one-on-one. What is it? That whole bullshit sim rules from last time.
No.
Thank you, Dan.
Oh my god, yeah. Fuck it, damn.
I'd love to use lightsaber, just screw me over. Well, I just say we're just gonna delete it. Well, suit yourself. You're gonna be stuck for the rest of your life, so enjoy.
Okay, and you enjoy whatever is left of your lives, which
It's more than yours.
I highly doubt that.
I'll enjoy it. I will walk away and just see what she does.
So you walk back to the turbo lift. What does Kilo do?
We're part of the rebellion.
I'm like, ugh. And I always get shit for saying that.
You're part of the rebellion.
Yeah. I just turn around with a deep sigh.
Well, now that is very interesting.
Do we know what side of the Clone Wars he was on?
That probably would have been a real good question to ask before.
Like, you weren't told or anything. Like, your assumption would be that as a Wookiee, he was, serving on the Republic side. But that also doesn't tell you very much about where, he would stand on this because, the Republic is what became the Empire, but the Rebellion is also, made up of people who want to go back to it being the Republic. So it's, both the Empire and Rebellion are people that were, part of the Republic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's definitely like, seems to be considering that, and he's like, kind of stuff have you done for the Rebellion?
Well, you know what that do with the Death Star? I'm sure you've heard about that whole big ship thing.
Heard a bit about it, yeah.
Yeah, we helped destroy it. Did we technically?
Wait, was I in there? Was that me, or was that was me? Fuck.
We were on the inside doing shit, I think.
Yeah,
we just kind of got people from it, but we'll play it. It's fine. We'll play the lie. We helped destroy it. We helped destroy the Death Star.
I'll just add that other thing with their car too, like, and me and the team killed the car too. Which, I mean, so far he's considered dead at this point.
Icar, what's his last name again? I have it. That's
I didn't know you were.
I know I have it here somewhere. I just need to. Icar Trevelyan?
Yeah.
I certainly was there when he died. I don't say that.
Actually, that.
So what the hell? Because I've done like shit, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like barely a part of the rebellion, but it's fine.
None of this is stuff you're saying in character, right?
No. I'm very quiet.
Help take out the Death Star. Killed a car. That is certainly some impressive stuff. So, what's your plan for taking out Roger Teleros?
Well, that's what
I forgot that was even his name, and for half a second I was like, wait, who? That's where I'm at. As far as plans go.
Wait, he's the one who put the bounty down? I feel I missed something.
Remember, that's the whole thing, because you want to get close to Roger Teleros. So, Alexander wrote the program to find bounties that he had likely, or, well, jobs in general that he had likely placed.
Yeah, okay.
We should be fucking dead by now. Oh god.
Well, so far that is the whole plan. We just look for a bounty that could get us close to him.
See, that's just
You're
your
pretending to have a plan.
That's your whole plan.
No.
We're making it up. We're making it up as we go.
No, you fucking
First,
bitch.
What? What do you want to say?
No, it's too late now. You go. Go off.
Well, let's speak up, damn it. Jesus.
I fucking didn't get a chance before. You're just fucking laying all our not plan cards on the table.
Ignore what I said.
Say earlier that we have a plan. I have been trying to play it cool, but nah.
Anyway, ignore what I said. Her turn.
You already said it. No backing out.
The two of you clearly have some issues to work out amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, she's my sister, you know?
Oh,
N-
Out of this family trouble.
never work with family. That only ends in
Yeah, I
disaster.
know.
we didn't even meet until like a fucking couple months ago, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We have someone with us who's smarter than us, but he's not here. For the record.
I'm sure we just tell him like he should arrive so and so.
well. So then you're waiting for him to come and make a plan?
Well, we were waiting to like get you and have him here and make a plan.
Because I mean, first we would need a way in before we can even go from there. Because I'm sure you'd agree if I say it's probably not a smart idea to just try sneaking in there.
And also, plan changes depending on how cooperative you are, so.
So what's your plan if I don't agree?
We'll figure something out.
I have ideas, but I'm not gonna share those.
Because you briefly increased my confidence in the two of you with the mention of like your feats, Death Star, a car, and that stuff. But I'm no longer particularly convinced. I'm wondering how much of your successes were due to the two of you, and how much would have been due to other people you were working with alongside.
Well, we're working with other people this time, too.
Other people who are not here.
Not
And
at the moment.
who I am having to take your word on that they even exist. I suppose I'm also having to take your word on the fact that you were even involved in the situations with the Death Star, a car, even with the rebellion.
We don't have some sort of a badge, do we? Rebellion here.
No. The rebellion doesn't have badges.
Could we call the general?
I don't think that's a good idea. And also, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing we could do, just like offer like a public meeting and maybe have some people send, have some sort of a people proof send over,
Listen, this is a very powerful person who wants you. What other opportunity are you gonna have?
I mean, hopefully.
Like, without us, what's your plan? Without us, what's your plan?
I mean, firstly, gather intel, learn more about him, and then from there, put together a plan.
I mean, that's pretty much our plan, too.
Your plan seems to be more rushing in blindly, and
We're not rushing in.
like, because when I say gathering intel, like, I don't mean like, going to a bar asking a few questions. Like, I'm planning. I'm planning to spend.
That was our plan to find you, not our plan past this, though.
Like, I'm planning to spend like the next few months, maybe a year or two, on gaining intel.
This is a very powerful person.
Yes.
Like-
That's why I want to make sure I am well informed before I face him.
That's gonna take a lifetime.
I'm a Wookiee.
Yeah.
You humans are always rushing into everything because you have such short lifespans. And then because you're rushing into stuff, you have even shorter lifespans.
Yeah. But also, we're not the ones with the bounty on our heads, so.
So far we know.
Shut mouth, dude!
I'm not saying that's a lot.
I mean, you are in the rebellion, so there might be bounties on you. Honestly, if you're any good and you're known to the Empire, there probably are bounties on you.
Alright, yeah, fair, that would have been a lie.
Well, tell you what, we'll wait for. You just have the one friend coming, or multiple friends coming?
Just the one for now.
Well, why don't we wait for this friend and see what happens? See if they have any brilliant plan or ability to come up with one.
I've had a long day.
There's a couple of guest rooms over there if you want to wait in some comfort.
We should probably just go back to the ship.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I prefer you wait here.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sure.
Can I get a drink in here? Can I get food and a drink?
Yeah, there's computers in each of the guest rooms. You can order food, and one of the servants will bring it to you. Food, drinks, whatever.
I'm gonna do that.
And this is where we're going to end the session.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I wasn't actually sure how long this was, when it was going to go, considering, it's been a while since we've done it, and
Yeah.
also only 2 players, which I always find, more players the longer it tends to go. But 2.5 hours, not bad. Next,
Combat for once.
Hmm.
I was sure you were going to just try taking
I was like almost ready to.
taking him by force.
If I was my D&D character, I miss very dearly.
Yeah. So next week should again be 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Both able to make it?
Should be.
I don't even need to answer.
Yeah, I kind of always assume yes, unless told otherwise with you two, but I like to generally like to try asking just to,
Yeah.
be polite.
Very fair.
Okay. Now let's go see if we can raid somebody. What's this notification? Oh, just a gift sub that expired. I find it interesting that Twitch does that these days, where when one of your gift subs expires, it'll give you a notification telling you to resub.
I kind of hate that.
Like, I don't like it in that, like, it's because they're trying to, like, guilt you into resubbing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're sub right now. You should resub.
But I also, like, keep a list of everybody that I'm sub to, so for me it's actually a good reminder then, oh, gift sub ran out, just mark on my list that I'm no longer sub to that person. But
Sure.
that's just a me thing. So it's like, it's convenient for me, but it still kind of does come across as icky on Twitch's part. Okay, so who do we want to raid? Okay, we could raid somebody playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Somebody playing 2 Point Hospital.
2 Point Hospital is always fun.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Gosh, people who play that, never heard of them.
Probably going to just be one of those. Yeah, I think it'll be one of those. So if anyone has a preference for any of those games I mentioned.
Hospital, I suppose.
2 Point Hospital.
I've seen enough Animal. I haven't even played Animal Crossing in months.
Yeah, I haven't played New Horizons at all. I haven't. Well, actually, no, I played GameCube Animal Crossing on Monday, but otherwise I hadn't played it in like 2 months. So all my villagers were guilting me about that. Hopefully, I'll be.
I've never played an Animal Crossing.
Okay. Hopefully, I'll be doing some more of that this week. I'm not gonna say for sure if I'm streaming tomorrow or not. We're gonna see. I'm still kind of playing it by ear, but trying to get back into the streaming thing. I should have more sub emotes and actually bit emotes soonish. I have the money saved up. The artist I want to use currently has his commissions closed, so I have to wait for a couple of weeks or whatever. But yeah, so that's
Also,
something.
quote of the day.
What?
So this is like the perfect quote of the day. Like, I just happened to go to an incident or someone. Today at work, I called Ganondorf Gandalf, and then said, "Oh no, that's the wizard from Harry Potter."
Oh.
Alright.
The Harry Potter thing just reminds me, and the wizard thing also, along with that, it reminds me of, do you know the game Geek Out?
Yeah.
It's basically a kind of a trivia thing, but it's something like list however many like wizards, fictional wizards or whatever, and then basically like the card will have like whatever number, but then like you can keep like everybody like kind of competes to say like the whatever number, and then whoever says the highest number then has to list that many, and if they do they get points, if they don't they lose points.
Okay.
But the one time playing with friends and David, who's been on here before, he had he had got the one that was like list however many wizards, and he had said whatever high number, and then he was listing them out, and he was completely missing Harry Potter characters, and we were all laughing at him. So like he knew he was missing something obvious, but he didn't know what. Managed to like reach whatever the number was, which was like 20 or something, and then we're like, okay, and then as soon as he's out, we're like, okay, Harry Potter, and he's like, damn it. Just one of those funny things, because it's just like, sometimes your mind just goes blank on an obvious thing with that.
Oh. Yeah, because Harry Potter. Just start naming all the Harry Potter characters you're good.
Well, yeah, whenever pretty much it's me and David playing, it's pretty much a competition between the two of us. Generally he wins, because it's generally like, if it's an area that I'm knowledgeable on, I'm specifically knowledgeable on, like if it's something Nintendo or Stargate, Star Trek, Star Wars, I'll generally get it. If it's anything else, he'll generally get it, because like he has more of a wide knowledge base, but on the areas where I'm specifically interested, have generally a better thing. But yeah, that'd actually be a decent game to play on stream sometime, because that's something you wouldn't need. You could do with people being in different places, because it's just the cards that have the questions, but you just read them out. Anyway, so we're gonna raid one of my Plant Army teammates, Agatha. She's playing 2 Point Hospital. I don't think I know we haven't raided her before. But I think I've watched her stream before. Definitely chatted with her on like Discord and such. But we're gonna go raid her. So raid messages in chat, and yeah, and I'll be back sometime. I mean, follow me on Twitter, in my Discord to know when I'm going live, and all that. And yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who hosted, auto-hosted, or followed. Also,
I missed my host button.
Thanks for the follow, Dr. Thumbs. I just noticed that now. If you're still here, thank you for the follow. And, yeah. Hope everyone has a good day, a good week, and everything. And especially thank you to my players.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck the players.
Okay. And we're going to go right now.